Hi, Dhara. Hey, Krishma. Hi. I think it's a lazy Sunday for people. People have not joined on the call. I mean, the Instagram live. I think people had also mentioned us that we should do something after 7 o'clock, but this was, I think, pre-planned with our person from Arunachal Pradesh. So yeah, we are trying to keep our lives post 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock. We are really looking forward to people joining in today. I hope so. This is a very exciting um, you know episode of My Local Will Go Global. We have somebody coming right from Arunachal Pradesh and joining us live from there. There's also something very special about this person which I would want to reveal once she kind of joins in. Hey Lata, hi. So yeah, we are very excited. This episode is very interesting because this is going to be absolutely out of the box. This is something which is an not explored place. I'm sure a lot of us have not been to Arunachal Pradesh. If any one of you have been to Arunachal Pradesh, please you can kind of just type that you've been. If you have any questions, please ask us in the comments, and we would love to take the questions. So Arunachal Pradesh is the place which we have, of course, heard of, but not many people have kind of traveled there. Like Ladakh became an, like a beautiful place and the most trending place overnight. Of course, after Three Idiots, but Arunachal Pradesh is one beauty which is still untouched. So and I want to know a lot of things from Honyo, which is Honya, Honya, which is our guest today, right from Arunachal Pradesh, and we have been waiting for this episode actually. Um, so yeah, if you have any questions, please drop in. We would love to hear your views, your questions, and yeah, really looking forward to. So we are waiting for Honya. She'll just kind of join in 2 minutes. Also tell us if you would want us to cover any particular destination. We would like to cover that in our episodes for My Local Will Go Global. And yeah, I think we would love to catch up on all the unexplored places of India. We are trying to do that. We are also taking some touristy places and kind of getting some hidden gems in those places. So yeah, that's what we would love to do. Hey, okay, our guest will join in 2 minutes. Okay. I believe I'm reading it right. It's the Unreputed Journal. Is that correct? Hey, hi. Uh, So the person joining us today is also the brand ambassador for the state campaign for Hamara Arunachal Abhiyan. So we are getting somebody from tourism board, not really tourism board, but she is a brand ambassador there, and I'm sure she is basically a local, and she's going to kind of give us like the real hidden things about Arunachal Pradesh. So yeah, really looking forward to this. I'm repeating things for new people joining in so that we all can kind of be on same page. Hey Sunita, hi. So good to see you here. No, we can't get you on the live today, but I think we have to do a live with you very soon. Hi. Hi, Geet. Yes, people are joining in now. I think it is a lazy Sunday. Today was till 3:30 we had solar eclipse, so I think everybody was kind of quite tied up with it, and yeah, it's just a limited time now for us to spend the rest of the Sunday. Please pop in if you guys have any questions for Arunachal Pradesh or anything related to Flapper Life, related to any other place in India. We would love to answer them. So who is the guest today? We have Honia Dakpe from Arunachal Pradesh. We are going to be covering Arunachal Pradesh today. And yeah, so I'm sure you will kind of hear from her what exactly she does. But she is a local there and she's joining us right from there. I believe you're also from Assam, Geet. Yes, I can sense the excitement. We are equally excited, Geet. Hi. Yes, we love it too. I'm sure. So, Geet, have you been to Arunachal Pradesh? Okay, so we already have our guest join in today. Okay, several times. Wow. Hi, Divya. Hi.
Hi. Hello?
Hi, I can hear you. Am I audible? You can hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me? Like,
Yes, I
I'm
can hear
able to
you.
hear you. I think there is some connection problem or something.
Yes, yes. I think it may be just kind of taking a little lag, when kind of talking. So that's okay.
Yeah. Nice, nice, nice. Well, namaste. How are you doing, Zainal?
Namaste. I'm doing good, Hodia. And how are you? How is Arunachal Pradesh?
Arunachal is currently doing fantastic, I would say. The nature is just like blessing us with so much of freshness, I would say. And the people, the lockdown, the COVID, whatever it happens, but now the thing has been normalized currently, and people are just roaming. And I think like by the next month or the next 2 3 months, I think the situation will go very fine. How about
Good.
how is Mumbai?
Mumbai, of course, is in a very bad shape. It's very scary here, and obviously things are not looking really good here. But we are also hoping and praying that things settle down, not only for Mumbai, for everybody in India, everybody in the world. I think the world really needs that healing right now, and just keeping fingers crossed.
Yeah, I think like positivity and not losing hope is the most important thing currently. And whatever happens in our life or whatever happens occurs in world or whatever happens, like there is always a positive reason behind it, and we humans should always find out a positive reason and make best use of whatever is happening, like focusing upon your self development. Yeah.
That's so nice, and I think we are starting only the live with such a good thought and a positive thought. So thank you so much for that, Konya. And how was solar eclipse today in Arunachal? Like, were you guys able to see it, or it didn't kind of you could not see it at all?
Well, today it was a dusky day over here. It was a really cloudy day. So, as of like, I personally could not see the solar eclipse ever it happened. But
Okay.
yes, like, since being a really spiritual kind of a person in person, yeah, I did actually pray, like, follow some rituals and did some meditation. And yeah, it was a good time to observe deep inside in ourselves. I think
Yes.
yeah. So it was a cloudy day, so we couldn't experience it.
Okay. That's great. I think today across India, and I think everybody is praying. I hope these prayers reach out and the world starts healing soon. So that's what we all can kind of look forward to. And on that note, I think we can begin our live. And so first, let me just introduce everyone. We have Honya Dakpe from Arunachal Pradesh. She is also the brand ambassador of the state campaign called Hamara Arunachal Abhiyan. And this is with the government of Arunachal. So, Honya, can you please tell me more about it, that, your experience regarding the Arunachal Abhiyan?
Well, I would love to tell people from our side about Hamara Arunachal Abhiyan. So, Hamara Arunachal Abhiyan is a campaign, is a state campaign initiated by the Home Minister Shri Bamang Felixa of Arunachal Pradesh. So, the main motto of this Hamara Arunachal Abhiyan is to unite Arunachal Pradesh. And अभी अरुणाचल प्रदेश के बारे में हम बात ही कर रहे थे. I would tell you guys that in Arunachal actually there are a total of 26 major tribes and more than 100 sub-tribes that is not also been listed. And like within the community itself, sometimes it happens that there is like, an imbalance in the community. Saying
Right.
like if you are from that tribe, then I am from that tribe. It's just
Right.
like, it's just like if India as a generalized example I would give, there's like it's a Hindu, then I am a Christian or something like that.
Right.
So it is a complete an abhiyan to unite the entire community of Arunachal Pradesh with the motto of making Arunachal a better Arunachal. So the concept is like nothing is perfect in life, like nothing is perfect, but we can make, we can like हम एक कदम आगे चल सकते हैं किसी भी चीज को बेहतर बनाने के लिए. And when you keep on making things, improving things like step by step, the gap that has been bridged, I think like वो gap भी भर जाता है. So this is the entire motto of Arunachal. हमारा अरुणाचल अभियान.
That's so nice, and I really liked that you just need to take one step forward for to make anything better. So that's such a beautiful concept, and wish you the best. To kind of have all the success in taking Arunachal Pradesh one step closer to your motto. So Honia,
Thank you
also
so much.
So, Honia, also tell us more about yourself. So, I believe you are a solo traveler. But what kind of inspired you to explore Arunachal Pradesh, being from Arunachal Pradesh? Like you're the native person from there. So tell us your like how did you start your journey and what inspired you?
Well, I would say being a native, I am a native. Like I am born and brought up here in Arunachal Pradesh. But personally, I would say before I started vlogging, I myself did not know much about Arunachal Pradesh
Okay.
because like I studied till here till 12th, and then after that 12th I went out to Delhi and to pursue my graduation and colleges and all. And then since then I started traveling because my friend circle, they were like really passionate about traveling, and it says that the kind of company you surround yourself with, you tend to absorb those qualities. And with them
Right.
I slowly started traveling because it was also a new thing for me as well. And when I traveled and I found like, oh my God, there is a lot more things to learn and experience, just not just bookish knowledge is the knowledge that we should gain it, बल्कि जो हम practical experience करते हैं, going to slums, teaching to people, and even like meeting and interacting with people of different community of
Right.
like you can say the North India, because I have stayed a night with Rajasthani family in a remote village of Rajasthan, and it was such an overwhelming experience for me. There is an exchange of a culture, and since then I started loving traveling and started to solo travel. Solo travel, like even if whenever I get chance in my college days, 2 दिन का semester break हो गया, एक 10 दिन का semester break हो गया, so I was randomly go book a ticket for myself and then just go and explore. Like
Wow.
mainly I always used to explore the rural areas of North and Central India. And when I came back to Arunachal after my graduation, because of some like personal, like I was ill, and that's the reason I had to come back. And when I came back, I realized that I know, I just know only 10% of what Arunachal is. And this was so disheartening for me. Like, and I would say, being a native, अगर मुझे ही पता नहीं होगा तो what is the
Right.
use of being a native, right? So
True.
I started slowly traveling with the food. Like I started exploring Arunachal with food, and then slowly I came, I came to travel, and then I found like when I went to roots and a rural area, I found, oh my God, Arunachal is so beautiful. People, when we used to be in college in Delhi, we used to feel so excited to explore like Himachal. I've been hearing people talking about the Tosh, Kedarnath, and the Dharamshala. So when as I started traveling, I found that जो लोग धर्मशाला हिमाचल वगैरह में ढूंढते हैं वो सब अरुणाचल में है. And
Right.
that was the that was a small thing that that struck inside me. And I really wanted to take forward these stories of Arunachal people and the tribes and the places, and that's how I embarked to a journey. Embarked to a journey, and today I am here, and I am positive to explore more and show you guys more about Arunachal.
Wow, that sounds so exciting. I'm already so excited to dig in to the next question, because it sounds so inspiring. Because obviously, we all know that Arunachal Pradesh is very beautiful, but of course, a lot of people have it's still a very unexplored place. So, a lot of people, I think the tourism, of course, has improved, but yeah, we really need to know more. So tell us more about, Arunachal Pradesh, like, uh, how far it is from Guwahati, how many days like one should spend in Arunachal Pradesh, and then we can kind of take it forward from there.
Well, to answer this question, I would say that Arunachal, if you really want to explore like each and every part of Arunachal, so I would say that Arunachal is just like a mini India. It's just like a
Okay.
mini India. Like if you go to western part of Arunachal, you will find different
Okay.
culture. And when you go to the eastern side, you will find different kind of culture, different kind of people. Their food habits are different, their lifestyles are different. And the central Arunachal, it's also different. So,
Okay.
so if you really want somebody wants to come and experience Arunachal, like I would say more than 15 to 10 days, 15 to 10, not even like if you really want to like passionately like understand
Yeah.
people of Arunachal, then I think like 1 month you like if you're coming for a research or something like that, then 1 month is also not enough because it is so vast, like
Yeah.
so vast, so much to see. Like it is just like if you go to the eastern part, its eastern part, you will find like the Shimla, Himachal, जो जहाँ पे snowfall होता है. And when you go
Okay.
towards the western side, there is like a huge mountains, like you would say, as a plain area. But if
Okay.
you go towards little higher, like northern or southern part, you will find beautiful hills. So
Okay.
all together, it's like hills, desert, plains, everything you will find over here. The geographical landscape is so vast and so diverse. So from Guwahati to reach Arunachal, you can come by train. You can come by
Okay.
train. There is a train that runs from here, and either you can book a private Innova or bus service is also available over here. So it hardly takes like 8 hours. 8 to 9 hours, like sometimes it takes like 6 hours or 8 hours max to max to
Okay.
reach from Guwahati to Arunachal. So it is Guwahati and Assam is like in a boundary, so
Okay.
it does not take, it's not really much trouble to travel from Guwahati to Arunachal.
Okay, okay. So, I think in a normal scenario, people would just understand two things in Arunachal Pradesh. One, people have heard about Zero Valley, and one, people have heard about Tawang. How different? I'm aware that they both are quite different, and they both are different routes. But tell us more about Tawang and Zero Valley. In general, where are they situated in the discussion? What you kind of mentioned.
Um, I would say the Tawang and Zero Valley is absolutely a beautiful place. And in fact, from Zero, I have personally visited, and I have some few pictures as well that I would love to share with
Oh,
you
wow.
guys.
Yes, please.
So, so it is just like why Zero Valley people from outside they know about Zero Valley and Tawang is because of that. These are the explored places, a part in
Right,
Arunachal which has been explored. But
right.
if you go interior into Arunachal Pradesh, then there are also so many places which has been unexplored, but equally as beautiful as Tawang and Zero Valley.
Right.
And I think it will take time. It will take really some like 2 or 3 years to let those remote areas to flourish like tourism in their place.
Sure,
And yeah, I would actually love to share some of the pictures
sure.
from Zero Valley that I have been through, like Zero Festival of Music. If you guys,
Yes,
and I'm sure that many of the people must be knowing about it, like because I have experienced that so many people from Delhi to Mumbai to even like international travelers, they come and experience it. So I'll let you know a little about why did I go to Zero Valley. So
Sure.
Zero Valley, I actually went there to on behalf of Hamara Arunachal Abhiyan. So
Okay.
I took up the concept of like um, women empowerment and preservation of culture, like how the modernization has impacted our own tradition and culture, and how it is important as a youngster, as an individual, to respect our own culture. And that
Yeah.
is the reason I went there and I interacted with the people over there, the old age people, and they told that earlier, there is like a huge field of paddy fields, like wet
Yeah.
cultivation, paddy, yeah, fishiculture, fishiculture. So the old age people, what they told us is that earlier there was, even if you go to the road or something like that, there was paddy all over. But now
Oh,
slowly and slowly that culture is actually vanishing. And this is like a really, really important issue, I would say, because that is the whole beauty of the Apadane tribe, the Zero Valley. That is the whole beauty. And if the youngsters and if the people stop following it, then I think there is a danger that beauty might be lost in somewhere. If you, Zina, if you allow me, then I would love to share some pictures
yes,
from Zero
of
Valley.
course. I'm waiting.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I would just turn the camera. How do
Yeah,
I
sure.
turn the camera? I think like I cannot turn the camera. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah.
So, I prepared some couple of pictures. So
Wow.
this picture that you see, this is one of my favorite picture. So I
Yeah.
went to this paddy like harvesting period, and luckily I met these ladies. And this women that you see, I will just zoom out. She was just so cute, and the way they harvest is so fascinating because they
Yeah.
don't waste even a single grain.
Okay.
They don't. And this is also an Apatane tribe women.
Okay.
You see that she has a tattoo. She
Yeah.
has a
Yeah.
tattoo in her nose. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And why is she doing is like, this is an organic chili.
Yeah.
This is an organic chili. And Apatane tribe, what they do is that they practice organic farming a lot. A
Yeah.
lot.
Okay.
They grow their own food. And in fact, I have also made some videos on that also, like how every household they have their own
Yeah.
kitchen garden. That's so
Wow.
beautiful. And yeah, and this is another picture from Hong Village.
Okay.
So the viewers, if you do not know, then Hong Village is Asia's largest village. And
Okay.
this lady,
Okay.
I met her. If you see, she also has that tattoo, and this her no nose has some, like, what I would say, I don't know exactly, but if it is visible.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So
Kind
I
of a
met this.
role.
Yeah. So the
Okay.
history is that earlier, the people, the women's were being stolen by the neighbor, men's and
Oh,
something like that. And that is the reason women, they used to tattoo themselves so that they look ugly. They don't look facially like, attractive to those people, and they stay safe. So that is the whole reason behind it. And yeah, a small
okay.
picture from my side. And the last lady, I would say, meeting her was so fascinating because when I went and I started to shoot in Hong Village, so that lady said, please do not click my pictures. Please
Okay.
do not click my pictures because whosoever comes, सब आते हैं मुझे हमें देखने के लिए और सब लोग फोटो खींच के चले जाते हैं. So something like that. And I
Okay.
don't know, like that was so touching for me. Maybe I sat with her and then I like, one-on-one conversation. I did a one-on-one conversation with her, and she invited me to her house, and that was so overwhelming.
Yeah, you did. Something only so good. Actually, whenever we all travel, I think it's very important to kind of click the picture and take a permission. So you can't click a picture without asking. So that's what even we kind of believe in, because they are living in their own way. We can't kind of just enter their homes and kind of attack them with that, to kind of shoot them or so. So yeah, I kind of totally get it. But I'm so glad you got a very amazing experience with her and you got an amazing picture.
Yeah. Thank you so much. um,
So okay, now generally people have people consider Northeast as like it's a northeast, so you don't really know. So tell me, what is the difference between uh say Shillong or Sikkim and the other seven sisters together? So why are they different and how are they different from each other?
Well, like initially, I actually, matlab, I told you guys that Arunachal is just like a mini India.
Right.
When you go to Manipur or when you go to Nagaland, like I personally have not been to those places, but
Okay.
I had been to Meghalaya, and I
Okay.
have closely watched the Khasi tribe of Meghalaya. And I think the thing that sets Arunachal Pradesh unique from rest of the seven sisters, like I would say, each and every place has its own speciality. So we cannot
Okay.
just make it a comparison, but we can, like, extract the speciality of each and every place. So the speciality of Arunachal, I would say that it is a mini India. It is a mini India. Like, it is a mini India. You would find each and every kind of people over here. जैसे
Okay.
कि आप देख सकते हैं, दिल्ली हो सकता है, दिल्ली हो गया इज द नेशनल कैपिटल, तो उसमें
Right.
आपको हर जगह से, लाइक ऑल अराउंड द स्टेट्स ऑफ अरुणाचल ऑफ इंडिया, you will find people over there of different
True.
culture, different, like mingling with each other. So
True.
Arunachal is just like that. Arunachal is so culturally diverse, with you can find people over from outside, from Punjabi, from Bihar, from Kerala, from South India, and they come here and they interact with the locals over here. And eventually, I have seen so many people, like they become more even localized than us, people from
Okay.
outside, because they have spent, like, the 20 years and 10 years over here. And sometimes I used to get so surprised, like, how is this man is speaking like you, because we have our own accent of Hindi.
True.
And
True.
I
Very.
mean, yeah. And I would say that Arunachal, I would say, is the only state, only not just the only state, but the major state in entire Northeast India, which speaks like Hindi, which speaks
Yeah.
Hindi, and it's a fan of Bollywood. People over here are fan of Bollywood, and they sing Bollywood songs like Shah Rukh Khan, Salman Khan. Everybody is so fan of them. And another thing I would say, like culturally, if I would speak, Arunachal is the India's richest linguistic state,
Wow.
because we have more than 100 linguistic culture, and the only
Okay.
thing is that we don't have a written, like, a लिपि एक होता है जो
Okay.
मैन्युस्क्रिप्ट हो जाता है, हर किसी का खुद का एक लिपि होता है, बट
Right.
अरुणाचल का नहीं है, बिकॉज यहाँ पे ऐसा है कि each and every tribe, like there are 26 major tribes, you can just imagine. But if you go to Meghalaya or Manipur, then people, they speak the same language. They
Yeah.
speak the same language. But
Yeah.
in Arunachal, 26 major tribes, 26 major tribes, they speak different language, and
Oh.
different language, and and different food culture, different history, different lifestyle, different tradition, different festival. So
Wow.
it is just like a huge mini India, I would say.
That's so nice. You've already tempted me to come to Arunachal Pradesh now, like really very soon. So, so obviously there are a lot of stigmas, with Arunachal Pradesh, such as it's very wild, it's very far, it's not safe, especially for solo women, like to travel so long, the roads are bad. So can you just throw some light on how we can travel better when we have to come to Arunachal Pradesh?
I would say that, I would say that people will share, people will say whatever they want to,
Right,
but it depends on us what we want to take from it.
right,
So even if we face a certain situations, it depends on an individual what kind of lessons or the inspiration that person can draw from that in the situation,
right,
whether it is a
right,
positive or whether it's a negative. And I would say that stigmas as of Arunachal, like I do believe there are so many stigmas, and people from, I had so many friends from outside, like most of my friends are from mainland India, and they
right.
say that we are so scared. ऐसे बोलते हैं कि अगर अरुणाचल, अगर नॉर्थ ईस्ट आएंगे तो फिर लोग इतने जंगली होते हैं वहां पे, वो तो ऐसे से मार के खा जाते हैं, वैसे वैसे हो जाता है, तो फिर तुम कैसे जिंदा लौटोगे. So there are so many stigmas, I would say. But it all
Yeah,
depends on us, like as an individual, responsible individual, what you want, whether you want to go to that experience, go to that place and experience in your own, or whether
right.
you just want to rely on what other people say.
True, true.
um, so yeah. So stigmas is something which is, I think, it exists everywhere. Like even if I am in Arunachal, then I have stigmas for Mumbai people as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I would say people over here, even my mama, they call up and they say, people, we have this assumption like Mumbai people वहाँ पे बहुत ये होता है, crime होता है, वो होता है, that it is people are
Right.
not good, क्योंकि there are so many news around, like revolving
True.
around the internet, talking and telling us different kind of story. But
Right.
as an individual, I always believe that आप खुद जाओ उस जगह पे, एक्सपीरियंस
Absolutely.
करो और खुद की परसेप्शन निकालो. And that is
Right.
what the beauty of solo travel is. And
Yeah.
so yeah, that was a small thing that I would say. Like आप आइए यहाँ पे और एक्सपीरियंस कीजिए. जब तक आप खुद से एक्सपीरियंस नहीं करेंगे तो आपको पता कैसे चलेगा कि यहाँ के लोग कैसे हैं.
True. Absolutely. So with that, I just want to ask you: have you been to Mumbai?
Yeah. I have been to Mumbai, and I
What
actually,
was
I and I saw, I just,
Mumbai?
I just, मतलब मुझे ऐसा लगता था कि फिल्मों में लोग ना वो, अरे वो भाई भाई ऐसे टाइप के होते हैं. But when I went there, I actually felt like, no, whatever we see in like Salman Khan movie and the people wearing like all the flower, like, the floral
Yeah.
t-shirt and moving around the beach, it actually exists. And I
Yeah.
think like the inspiration, whatever we see in the movie is being taken, the inspiration is taken from the daily livelihoods that has been
Right.
going on. And it was such a wonderful experience to
Yeah.
visit Mumbai. And I would love to
Okay,
visit
that's
again.
good. Oh, I'm sure, and we would love to host you. In fact, next week we have a very brilliant session on Mumbai, so I'm sure you should definitely tune in to know the real heritage of India, of Mumbai. So now, next, tell me what is the best time to visit Arunachal Pradesh?
The best time to visit Arunachal, I would say the end of September.
Okay,
October, November, December, January, February, and the beginning of March. Because
okay,
after that the monsoon it starts, and
okay.
since it is really, it gets really difficult to travel because the road condition, and because it's a really,
Yeah,
like, vulnerable in the hilly areas, so the
right,
landslides and it becomes really vulnerable. So
okay.
the October to beginning of March, like first week of March, is, I would say, the wonderful time to visit.
But I've also heard that it gets very cold, especially towards Tawang. So, but can people, especially from Bombay, because Bombay is not, used to within a very extreme weather, like only Delhi people can, but people from Chennai, Bangalore, even Bombay can't take that very extreme weather. So, is Tawang very cold, or how would you compare it with Ladakh or Himachal?
Well, I would say that I have not personally been to Tawang,
Okay.
because the Tawang is on the other side of where I stay. Like
Okay.
I am from, yeah, I am from the northern Arunachal, and
Okay.
Tawang is in the easternmost side of, like, of Arunachal. So it is quite far from my place, but I have so many plans to visit to Tawang. But जितना मुझे पता है तवांग में स्नोफॉल होता है और बहुत भारी
Right.
भरकम स्नोफॉल होता है बिकॉज जो
Right.
पूर्वांचल जो हिल है जो हमारा जो हिमालयाज है ना जो लेसर हिमालय या फिर उत्तराखंड हो के तो वो तवांग साइड में खत्म होती है तो
अच्छा.
तवांग
Right.
साइड में वहां पे खत्म होती हैं तो वहां पे टेम्परेचर जनरली इट इज इन हायर ऑल्टीट्यूड और वहां पे बहुत ज्यादा बर्फ होता है और वहां पे इवन इन जीरो आई वुड से इन
Yeah.
जीरो
Oh, okay.
द सेम सिचुएशन वहां पे पानी जम जाता है so
Oh,
I would really cannot say like a comparison of how Ladakh is and how Tawang is because I
right.
have not personally been to Ladakh and Tawang. But
Okay.
I would say like the situation यहाँ पे weather winter में बहुत ज्यादा खराब हो जाता है and
Yeah.
perhaps it would be yeah it would be really little difficult for the people coming from the mainland क्योंकि
Right.
उनका बॉडी जो स्टैमिना होता है वो अलग होता है और हमारे यहाँ का जहाँ पे आप हर जगह जाएंगे तो उनका फूड कल्चर भी उस जोग्राफिकल कंडीशन के हिसाब से होता है सो
Yeah.
या सो
Okay. So that's very nice. So, would you want to just tell us that what are the things we should take care before, say, planning our trip to Arunachal Pradesh? Like, is there anything specific you would want to highlight?
Yeah. I would definitely love to highlight some few things. The first thing is like when you come to Arunachal, um, don't listen to what people say. What people say. Come here, experience it, and then you build your own stories. Because
Right.
जो लोग हमें बोलते हैं वो अपनी एक्सपीरियंस वो अपनी स्टोरीज हमें बताते हैं
Right.
like I want like whoever is coming like I want that you come personally and experience it people over here are so overwhelming and so like like warm hearted अगर
Sure.
अगर आपको
Sure.
कुछ भी मदद चाहिए तो वो करेंगे आपकी मदद इस तरीके से
Okay.
और the दूसरी बात I would say it is a really little bit of a legal kind of a thing. Arunachal in the northeast area, some parts of I would say that Nagaland and Mizoram, I think, if I'm not wrong, and Arunachal. These three places are one of the most restricted places in entire northeastern India,
Yeah.
northeast of
Yeah.
India. So to enter Arunachal, if you are an Indian, then you need a permit. Then that is called inner line permit. Okay,
Okay.
and then that you can apply from the website of arunachalirp.com or
Okay.
you can also get it from Naharlagun like railway station and even from Guwahati airport as well easily
Sure. Okay.
and for the foreigners the international travelers who are coming उनके लिए एक स्पेशल सा परमिट लगता है तो उनका
Okay.
जो परमिट रहता है प्रोटेक्टेड एरिया परमिट एंड दैट इज रियली थोड़ा आई थिंक वो थोड़ा मुश्किल होता है लेने के लिए बिकॉज यू हैव टू अप्रोच टू होम मिनिस्ट्री ऑफिस एंड देयर इज अ होल प्रोसेस सो आई वुड से इफ यू if you are coming to Arunachal or northeast of India, then of course safety zaruri hota hai and it
Right.
would be more advisable if you come along with a tour guide or
Right.
you consult a tour company
Sure.
yeah so it becomes a little bit like आपका safety भी हो जाता है और आपको कोई guide करने वाला भी हो जाता है until
Right.
unless you are a solo traveler or like likes to explore things in their own yeah
True. Okay.
And yeah,
All
one
right.
more thing, like sorry to
Yeah.
disturb. Sorry, one more thing, because यहाँ पे ऐसा होता है कि the electricity is not really available, and
Okay.
in remote areas somewhere you won't find electricity, and sometimes it gets little difficult for the vegetarian people, because people
Okay.
over here are non-vegetarian.
Right.
So you have to little adjust it. And also when you come to Arunachal, then make sure that you have like a power bank, because for
Okay.
the for the safety, in case you don't find any source of electricity also. Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's, I think, the most important tip what we've kind of got. And I think thank you so much, Honya. I think we've had like some amazing, details from you. And you will definitely see me very, very soon. Once this lockdown is over, I think I'm going to make a trip soon. I'm just wondering where all I'm going to travel. But Arunachal Pradesh has been on the list. We want to travel, so we'll definitely make a trip soon, and I'll catch up with you for sure. And thank you so much for joining the Honya, and we look forward to cross our paths once again.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you so much from my side also, Zenith.
Yeah.
It was such an enlightening session, I would say, and getting to know you is also a really, like, equally a pleasure for me as well. And we look
Thank you.
forward, like, whenever you come to Arunachal, then please do just ping me once, and I will love to, like, join the journey with you. And thank you so
Definitely.
much. Thank you so much. And thank you so much to each and everybody who has joined the session, and really health and happiness to all of you.
Absolutely. Same, Honya, and we look forward to meet you very, very soon. Thank you.
Definitely. Positively.
Bye.
Namaste. Bye.